Hello, beloveds. Thank you for tuning in once again to Authentic Black Goddess TV. I'm your host, Queen bbed, and this is the second dose of your daily vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen bbed, and please also make sure you follow the Queen bbed fan page and follow me on Twitter at dgoddess27. Okay, so with that all being said, and if you don't get your notifications, if you, for whatever reason, and if you don't, you can't find the links to the videos, please make sure that you always check the YouTube community because I post them there daily, and I also post them on my Twitter at dgoddess27. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. Hello, Louise, Chris, Brandon, Just Biz, Susan, Oyela, Christine, Neon Black, Ayon, The Real China Dolls in the House, Sexy One, Terry Hinton, Rain Love, C Mommy Mac, Melanated Brown, Black and Silver is Black, Judette, J.R. Meadows, Sweet Pea, Alabama King Rashad. All right, I see you. JB1, J.R. Meadows. Okay, Pinky T is in the house. Let's get into it. All right, shout out to everyone in the chat. Hey, Joe Gardner, I see you. Cherie, Reginald. Okay, with that all being said, let's get into it. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned in to the Queen. All right. Let me pull up these receipts. Now, I want y'all to listen to this because this sounds real crazy. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Okay? Listen to this. Now, this was reported on Today, right? By Express Code UK. Listen to this. Mysterious virus warning. A woman reports stupid 19-like symptoms after 4 lab monkeys escaped. Say what now? Lab monkeys escaped. How did they ever get out of those cages? I'm just curious. Do they even keep them in cages? I don't know. Maybe they just keep them in a room. I don't know. Anyway, it all sounds crazy, but listen. So they say, wait a minute, people. I'm going to show y'all a video in a minute because it looks like they have a video of the police out here looking for the monkeys. I cannot. So a woman appears to be suffering from a bizarre mystery illness after she came into contact with a group of lab monkeys that had been in a truck crash. Can y'all imagine? You're riding around on the highways and byways of life, and then boom, you get into an accident and 4 lab monkeys jump out? My question is, how did she know they were lab monkeys? No less. I'm just saying, they're not just regular monkeys. I cannot make this stuff up, people. I promise you. Now, goes on to say, I'm going to show y'all the video in a minute. It says Michelle Fallon was driving right behind a vehicle when it crashed on the highway in Pennsylvania, USA. Now, the animal crates were thrown all over the road and 4 animals managed to escape. When Miss Fallon saw the crash, she reportedly got out to help both the driver and the animals into their cages. Well, see, that's where she messed up. You can help the driver all you want, but what you look like helping some monkeys that you don't even know? I'm just saying it. Don't monkeys throw shites? Yeah. So I wouldn't have been touching those monkeys unless I had on some gloves and a hazmat suit. I'm just saying that's just me. But anyway, I digress. So she said she first thought they were cats, but when she got close up on one of the cages, she saw that it was a monkey and it hissed at her. Honey, I didn't even know monkeys hiss. I thought only snakes do that. But honey, I guarantee you, if I saw a monkey and it was hissing, that's going to be my cue to exit stage left. All right? Not try to pick it up and put it in the cage or anything else. So a day later, Miss Fallon developed a cough and pink eye and was rushed to the hospital. She wrote on Facebook, she said, what a day. What a day I have had. I had tried to help out an accident scene and I was told there were cats in crates. Then I noticed that there was 3 in each crate, and it was completely broken, and the other half was broken. So I knew that 4 of them got away. So I came home to bed, and my aunt runs into a news crew who asked to do an interview. Then I find out that you're not supposed to get close to monkeys. Well, first of all, she said in the first statement on Facebook that she was told there were cats in the crates. Now, you might have been told they were cats, but you clearly saw they were monkeys. I'm just saying. So anyway, she said, I found out they were monkeys. Well, I tried to pet one and I touched the other crates. First of all, why are you trying to pet an unknown monkey? Who does that? Oh, I'm sorry. I know who. Clearly, Becky. Now, Mr. Fallon continued that she is now feeling symptoms like stupid 19 symptoms. She then called her experience a day from hell. Infectious disease doctors have now given her the first of 4 rabies injections together with some antiviral drugs. She added on Facebook that she was monitoring the symptoms of rabies and monkey herpes virus B. Say what? Monkey herpes virus B? I didn't even know monkeys could get herpes, but clearly if they do, I'm sure no human would want to get it from them. Oh my Lord, honey. Wait till I show y'all these pictures. But anyway, Miss Fallon has been urged to keep close tabs on her health for the next month in case she develops an infectious disease because she was so close to the lab monkeys. Police also warned members of the public to go on a hunt for the monkeys and stressed to avoid all contact with them. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me read that again because I couldn't have read that right. Police also warned members of the public to go on a hunt for the monkeys and stressed to avoid all contact with them. Well, first of all, police, why are you telling the public to go out here and hunt for monkeys? That's for number one. Lab monkeys at that. And then they say, avoid all contact with them. Well, honey, the best way for me to avoid contact with them is to not go out here hunting for them. I'm not going to look for nobody's monkey, even if I was a monkey's uncle. All right? Let me continue. So the monkeys were being transported to a laboratory in Florida when the truck smashed into a rubbish bin. The exact location in Florida sound like the movie Outbreak. I mean, really, right? It all sounds like something straight out of a script. But let me continue because this is all so great, honey. I don't have time for this. So they go on to say, the monkeys were being transported to a laboratory when the truck smashed into a rubbish bin. Now, the exact location in Florida and the type of research for which the monkeys would be used wasn't clear. Well, you know why it wasn't clear? Because they ain't telling nobody. And you know why they're not telling nobody? Because the type of research they were doing with those monkeys, maybe something nefarious, okay? Maybe something nefarious. I'm just saying it could be. Because why don't they want to tell people what kind of research they was doing on them darn monkeys? And if they did tell people, maybe that woman would know exactly what kind of illness she's suffering from. Anyway, but the cynomolgus macaques, I don't know what this word is, cynomolgus macaques, I guess that's what it is, also known as crab-eating or long-tailed macaques, are often used in medical studies. I guess that's the type of monkey, no less. So anyway, clearly nefarious. I'm going to show y'all. I'm sitting here looking at this picture of this one monkey, honey. It clearly looks desperate to get out of its cage. Clearly thirsty. I'm going to show y'all the videos, the video of the police. I guess they're looking for the monkey. Pennsylvania lab monkeys escaped after truck crash. So yeah, this is the video. Let me share my screen. Everyone, please get those likes up. I know y'all think this is all fun and games, honey, and I'm sitting up here laughing, and y'all are too. But I gather none of us will be laughing if we run into one of those monkeys. Okay? Please. Just Beer says they trying to explain it to your spouse how you got monkey herpes. Ooh, honey. I didn't even think of that. Okay? Please. Can you imagine? Who's going to believe that lie? I mean, that story, even though it's true. Could you imagine? So, hon, I'm sorry, but I have something to tell you. Oh, just came back from the gynecologist, and they said I have monkey herpes. How the hell did you get monkey herpes? Well, you're not going to believe this. I know it all sounds crazy, but listen to this. It's really funny when you think about it all. I was riding down the street on my way to work on I-85, and what do you know? I hit this truck, and out spews all of these crates. And well, I thought it was cats. But upon closer examination, I realized it was monkeys. So what do? Ain't you trying to tell me that a monkey gave you herpes? Who's going to believe that? Besides nobody, okay? But please. I cannot. I clearly cannot. So I'm about to share my screen.
area along Route 54 off Interstate 80, hours after the animals escaped from their transport truck that collided with a dump truck. Troopers tell us the transport truck was carrying 100 monkeys from Africa, taking them to a lab in Missouri. Eyewitness News confirmed 3 out of the 4 monkeys were found and put down. Michelle Fallon spoke to us at the scene late Friday night. She told us she was driving behind the truck just before the crash happened and thought it was crates of cats that had toppled.
They had this like green cloth over, so I peel it back and I go to stick my finger in there to try to pet it, and it pops its head up and I'm like, oh, it's a monkey. So I was like, I'm shocked. So I walked over to the guy and I'm like, they're not cats, they're monkeys. He goes, they're what? I'm like, they're monkeys.
Even though the search was suspended Saturday, interest in the missing monkey continues.
Okay, listen, people. Aeon said I'm about to watch Planet of the Apes. Honey, I am too. Hold on, we're going to talk about that in a second. Let me say this, though, in all seriousness. Did y'all see that lady's nose when she was doing an interview with the reporter? She had a little old trinkle on her nose, like she needed to clean her nose, first of all, like she needed to blow her nose. So the reason I brought attention to that is, first of all, she's going to be hella embarrassed when she goes back and watches that and sees she sit up there with snot on her nose while she's doing the whole interview. That's for number one. But for number two, the bigger thing is this. They said that she claims that she's experiencing stupid 19-like symptoms, right? After she touched those monkeys. Well, they did that news report right after she touched those monkeys. All I'm saying is she already had a little drizzle on her nose. She might have already had stupid 19. So maybe, as opposed to worried about what the monkeys gave her, maybe those monkeys need to be worried about what she could have given them. I'm just saying. She need to blow her nose. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Jay Bart said the search was suspended. Okay. Well, I hope I don't run into any monkeys at the end of the day. So that's just all crazy. Now let's talk about this next story. This is clearly nothing to laugh about. This is very sad. Okay. This really hurt my heart. Listen to this. So a Boston hospital has removed a dying man who needs a heart transplant. Do y'all know they took this poor man who has a wife and kids? They took him off of the transplant list because he didn't get the jab, because he don't want the venom. They took this man off the heart transplant list. That is so low down and dirty and also hypocritical and contradictory. How do you act as though you want to make someone stay healthy by giving them venom, but then you take them off of a life-saving heart transplant list when you know they need a heart? Can't nobody live without a heart? And you're going to take him off the list because he didn't get venom? I'm sorry, that makes no sense. In fact, it's an oxymoron. How could you possibly try to be saving his life by giving him venom when you won't even let him get a heart transplant because he didn't get it? That's just low down and dirty. These damn people are really getting on my last nerve. So what y'all gonna do? Kill everybody that don't get the venom? Is that what they trying to do? That's what it's starting to look like. But let me continue. So an unvenomized and gravely ill 31-year-old father of 2 has been taken off the donor list for a heart transplant by a Boston hospital because he does not believe in the stupid 19 venom. I'm calling that hospital. I promise you that. DJ Ferguson, who has a hereditary heart condition, this is so sad, that causes his lungs and heart to fill with blood and fluid, was denied the life-saving organ transplant by the Boston Brigham and Women's Hospital, a teaching hospital of Harvard Medical School. This is crazy. This is really getting on my last nerve. They're going to let the man die. That's what they're going to do. They're going to really let this man die. They're not going to give him a transplant. This is nothing but about power and control. Trust me when I tell you. This ain't about saving no damn lives. If it was, they wouldn't be trying to take food out of people's mouths and money out of your pocket for you to continue your livelihood and pay your bills and take care of yourself and your family. They wouldn't be doing any of that. Okay? And they wouldn't be denying you proper medical treatment for other things because you wouldn't get that. Let me continue. Now, the hospital removed Ferguson from the donor list because all transplant recipients need to get the venom in order to create both the chance for successful operations and also the patient's survival after transplantation. Oh, really? Says who? However, Ferguson's father, David, said getting the venom is kind of against his basic principles and that their son doesn't believe in it. He says, I think my boy is fighting pretty damn courageously, and he has integrity and principles that he really believes in, and that makes me respect him all the more. It's his body, it's his choice. The hospital said, which has a list of protocols for transplant candidates that includes a ban on lifestyle choices like smoking and alcohol, say requiring the stupid-19 venom is common at many medical centers throughout the country. Since when? The mortality rate of transplant recipients who fall ill with stupid-19 is more than 20% according to UC Health. Oh, really? A likely story as far as I'm concerned. So they're just going to let this man die? That's real sad. Hold on. Let me show you all the video because this is real BS. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. So Odd Negroes official says we don't know if this is real. Tracy says they want him to be their guinea pig. Truth Bomb says I feel nothing. Melody Brown said that's so effed up. Shawana says they will give a transplant to an alcoholic smoker before someone that doesn't do all that just for them to damage the organ. Yes, they absolutely will, and I know this for a fact. Okay, there was someone that used to work with me, 28 years old, and they gave him kidney transplants, and all he did was smoke weed and drink liquor, until finally, shortly after he got that transplant, the kidney failed. And I was so mad because I told him they could have given that kidney to somebody who actually needed it and would have appreciated it. You're going to sit up there and drink alcohol, and you know that's bad on a new organ. And he tried to make his excuse because his father had died or something. His mother and father was dead. How did your mother and father been dead? Long before you got that transplant. Please miss me with it. The thing I can't stand is when people try to justify their BS. Okay? But that is sad. That's real sad. And my thing is this. If they'll do that to him, they'll do that to anybody who needs an organ transplant. Okay? Pay attention. They will do that to anybody who needs an organ transplant for anything. They will deny you medical help if you don't do what they want you to do. Apparently, that's what they do. That's what they do. And Terry Hinn says, I'm pissed. My state would do this. Plenty of the states would. Maybe all of them for all we know. That's some real bullshit. That's some real bullshit. So you're going to let the man die? The man has children and a wife. That's just all sad, nefarious. People are low down, honey. These elite devils that run this country and the world, honey, they all need to know where they can go. All right? Please, miss me with it. Very much says, maybe it's time to go when your shite stop working. I'm just saying. Well, you know, one could say that. But at the end of the day, you know, they did talk about bringing people back from the dead in the Bible, right? I mean, don't y'all remember Jesus and Lazarus? I'm just saying. So they bring people back from the dead every day, honey. When people's heart starts beating and they give them the shock treatment and all that stuff or whatever, they bring people literally back from the dead every day. So no, it don't mean your time is up. When your time is up, you'll probably just go and it won't be no bringing you back. I'm just saying. I don't know. Y'all need to talk to the Most High about all that. All I'm saying is, honey, if I needed a heart transplant and I was eligible to get one or they had one available, and you come telling me somebody I can't get the heart transplant because I didn't get no venom. Anyway, all nefariousness. I'm going to conclude this broadcast. Everyone, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Be sure to click. I see a bot in this chat, honey. Let me just remove you real quick. Okay. With that all being said, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at QueenAShakur. Please follow the QueenAShakur fan page, and you can find me on Twitter at dgoddess27. If you have any stories that you want to send me or any topics that you may want me to discuss, you can send that to my email, QueenAShakur@gmail.com. I want to thank all of those of you who send me these emails on a daily, with stories you want me to discuss, whether you send me DMs or emails or whatever. I appreciate that because that helps to cut down my research time, okay? When y'all send me this stuff. So I really appreciate it. Shout out to all of you. With that all being said, I hope to see you all in the next chats, which will be starting in 15 minutes. We're going live on the original channel. We got to talk about young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai and this baby they're about to, or this baby they just had, okay? So with that all being said, hope to see you in the next chats. Peace.